Hello and welcome to this video. We are going to solve the exercise, Exploiting Timestamp-Based Password Reset Tokens. In the video description you will find a link to a write-up. If you have any questions during the video, take a look at the write-up. Everything is explained in more detail there. We open the link My Account. In the login form, we click on the Forgot Password link to reset the password for the user Wiener. Now enter our username Wiener in the field and send the form. At the top, you will see the Email Client button. Click on it to access your emails. We have received an email. We open it by clicking on View Raw. In the email, we see a link with our username and a cryptic-looking token. We now switch back to our email client and click on the link. A form opens in which we assign a new password. Now we switch to Burp Proxy and open the HTTP history there. Here we look for a POST request to the endpoint/forgot password. We send this to the Burp repeater and then switch there. We now send the request a few times from the repeater to the application. We then switch to our email client and see a large number of emails received. Back in the repeater, we now create a new tab group called RC6 and add our request to this tab group. We then duplicate our request. Before we can send the group, we must select the Single Packet Attack option. Now we can click Send. When we compare the response times after sending, we see that there are significant differences between the two requests. When we switch to the email client, we see emails with different tokens. This means that the requests are not processed simultaneously, but one after the other. In Burp Repeater, we take a closer look at one of the two requests and see that the cookie header contains a PHP session. We now switch to Burp Proxy and HTTP history. There we search for a GET request to the endpoint/forgot password and send it to the repeater. In Burp Repeater, we remove the cookie header from the request. This means that we receive a new session ID and a new CSRF token each time the request is sent. We now insert the session ID and CSRF token we received into a request in our tab group RC6. First, the CSRF token. Second, the PHP session ID. We see that the response times are no longer so far apart and are sometimes even identical. We now switch to our email client and see that if the response times are identical, then the tokens in the emails are also identical. We see the separate parameter username. This suggests that the username may not be included in the hash, which means that two different usernames could theoretically have the same token. In one of the two requests in our tab group, RC6, we now change the username to Carlos and generate a new session ID and a new CSRF token, which we also insert into the request. We send the tab group and switch to the email client. This attack may have to be repeated many times before it is successful. In the meantime, we should open the links in the browser from time to time. When we are shown a form in which we can change Wiener's password, things get interesting. We go to the address bar of the browser and change the value of the user parameter from Wiener to Carlos. We now enter a new password. Now we try to log into the application with Carlos and the password we just set. We have successfully logged into the application and can now delete the user Carlos.